Well, we shot that scene where they're sitting on the curb waiting for Alice to pick them up, and it was perfectly fine, but had a sort of low energy. And I remember one of the editor assistants, Matt Evans, said to me, he's like, I wish that there was a little more fun in that scene, frankly. Because it's the one time they're all together before the train crash, where you can see what they are. And I thought, that's a good point. And it just kind of stuck with me. A couple weeks later, we were shooting a scene in the car where a bunch of the kids were in the car, and we were resetting and driving back to the beginning to restart the scene. And the kids were just off camera, just relaxing, and they were all singing some song. It was a current song, but they were singing some song, and I would sing it for you now, but I don't want to do that to you. But they were singing the song, and the way they were doing it was so sweet and funny, and I was just laughing, listening to these kids be themselves. And I thought, that's what that scene needs to be. So one night, we were back in Los Angeles, we were done with the day, and we had about a half an hour, and it was almost starting to rain. And I convinced the DP, Larry Fong, to very quickly set up the same lighting on a curb. And he was like, we can't match it. It took 4 hours to get that lighting set. I'm like, Larry, we have to do this. Tonight's the night, because we can't. And he just scrambled and set this up, and we had 3 cameras, 1 full roll MAGA film for each camera, because the rain was literally just starting to drizzle. And the kids were there, and I'd given them my Sharona that morning on an iPod, and they had never heard the song before, and they learned it that day, and were singing it, and it was driving the camera operators crazy, because one of them hated the song. Everything just made it crazy. And we just shot the scene, and it was exactly what it needed to be, and they'd become friends over that month or 2 that we've been shooting. So it felt like a group of friends hanging out, doing what they would be doing, and it was a much more magical moment, I think, for the movie than the original shoot.